Have you ever had a strong morning, coffee, breakfast, maybe even a workout, only to crash before noon? You start sharp at 8, but by 11 you're scrolling, yawning, and your brain feels like it's done for the day. That's not laziness, that's sabotage, and almost everyone does it without knowing. Chapter 1. The Silent Crash. I used to blame my afternoons for being unproductive. I thought, I'm just not an afternoon person. But that was a lie I told myself. The truth, I had already destroyed my energy and focus before noon even arrived. And here's the dangerous part. This crash doesn't feel obvious. It sneaks in. At first, you think you're just taking a short break. You open Instagram for a quick check, answer one message, maybe grab a sugary snack. But suddenly, an hour disappears. Your head feels heavy and your motivation is gone. Most people think this is about laziness. It's not. It's decision fatigue. By 11 a.m., you've already made hundreds of tiny decisions. What to wear, what emails to answer first, whether to say yes or no to requests, whether to eat this or that. Every choice drains your mental battery. And when the battery runs low, your brain craves the easiest escape: scrolling, snacking, procrastinating. This is why 80% of people crash before lunch. Not because they lack discipline, but because they never saw the trap. Chapter 2. The 11 a.m. Reset. So how do you stop this silent sabotage? With something so simple, most people dismiss it. A non-negotiable reset ritual at 11 a.m. Think of it as a second morning. Most people start the day strong, but let it collapse by mid-morning. Instead, you press reset before the collapse happens. My ritual is basic. At 11 sharp, I step away from my laptop. I drink a glass of water, nothing fancy, just hydration. I stretch, walk outside for 5 minutes, and breathe. No phone, no emails, no distractions. And then I open my journal and ask this single question: what actually matters for the rest of today? It doesn't sound dramatic, but it's powerful. Because most of us live on autopilot, reacting to whatever comes at us. This pause, this reset, is the moment you take back the driver's seat. It's not about losing time. In fact, 5 minutes of reset saves you hours of drifting later. Without it, your day slides downhill. With it, you shift gears and dominate the second half. Chapter 3. The Energy Trap. Let's talk about the other hidden enemy: food. You know that 10:30 snack? The muffin, the sweet latte, the just one cookie? It's not harmless. It's a setup. What happens is predictable. Blood sugar spikes, then crashes right before noon. Suddenly, you're foggy, tired, and craving another quick fix. I lived the cycle for years. I thought coffee was the answer. More caffeine, more focus, right? Wrong. All I did was push the crash later and make it harder. Coffee on top of sugar is like stepping on the gas when your engine's already smoking. The fix is boring, but life-changing. Protein, healthy fats, and water. A boiled egg, Greek yogurt, nuts, or even just a handful of seeds. Something that stabilizes, not spikes. When I swapped sugar for protein, my 11 a.m. felt like a different life. I stopped chasing energy and started sustaining it. Here's the brutal truth. You don't lose productivity because you're lazy. You lose it because you're running your brain on junk fuel. Chapter 4. Building Momentum. Now let's connect the dots. Your mornings aren't about perfection. They're about momentum. Think of a rocket. The hardest part is the launch. That's your early morning. You need energy, focus, and clarity to leave the ground. But once you're mid-flight, even a small mistake in trajectory sends you miles off course. That's 11 a.m. What most people do is let the crash decide the rest of the day. They drift, they react, they hope energy will come back magically. But high performers do one thing differently. They reset. They treat 11 a.m. as a correction point. They don't let the morning slip into chaos. They take control again before the day collapses. When I started doing this, something strange happened. My afternoons became my strongest hours. While everyone else around me was complaining about being tired, I felt like I was just getting started. And that gave me an unfair advantage.